Well, the Colorado Springs Western Street Breakfast, it is on Wednesday. Spurs the start of the Pikes Peak rodeo season, but this is a morning packed with community and the iconic starting point, the Pikes Peak Range Riders 5-day trek. And for decades, they have been riding to promote the rodeo. The tradition continues, but just as our city grows, so does their mission.
Connection is the big word.
It's ingrained in them. Connection with the people of our community and the foundation on which it was built.
Just a rich connection with the history of the state.
For 200 years, Pikes Peak has been a symbol of America's western frontier. It's what the Range Riders aim to keep alive in our growing city.
Because at the end of the day, that's what this community was founded on.
The group started in 1949 with 35 men who would ride horseback around America's mountain to promote the rodeo. A year after their inaugural journey, the Pikes Peak Range Riders dubbed the Western Street Breakfast the starting point for their legendary ride.
I did it when I was 3 years old.
Lynn Spear has been to the street breakfast since he can remember and stems from deep roots in our community.
Grandpa was born here in '02. That was last century '02.
This summer, he'll ride alongside Ron Brown.
It's been a family tradition.
Whose grandfather was one of the founders of the Range Riders.
This iconic statue here of the founding members of the Range Riders, Kenneth Brookhart and Everett Conover, on the corner of Pikes Peak Avenue and Cascade. And this year, it'll be the 75th year as more than 100 Range Riders go right past this statue, bringing the Western heritage to Colorado Springs as they kick off the Pikes Peak Bust Rodeo.
Hey, Ronnie, Nancy.
The pack of horsemen hail from all walks of life. They're doctors, lawyers, ranchers, and businessmen.
But you know what? For 5 days, they're a cowboy.
The Range Riders have grown to a charitable organization with a focus on helping our youth through things like equine therapy, which brings us back to that word connection.
Because the connection with the horse and the events is just a real confidence builder for them.
And a mission to instill the core values of the cowboy way.
The family values, the care for animals, the care for each other.
Range Riders represent all of those things, and that's what makes being a Range Rider such a special thing.
So I know that obviously the Western Street Breakfast has been a big part of your boys' life the last couple lives. They're going to be out there with us again?
They will be out there on Wednesday
Nice.
morning. It starts at 5:30. You don't necessarily have to go out at 5:30, but the Range Riders you just saw right there are taking off, and it is just a sight to see, and that's going to be between like 8 and 8:15.
Yeah.
We're broadcasting our whole show out there this
Yeah.
year. So it'll be me and Ira and Alan. Caroline will be out there. So you're all invited to come. Pikes Peak Range Riders again around 8 to 8:15. You do want to wear your Western attire. The kids are having a costume contest with prizes. Breakfast is only $5, and if you are 5 and under, you get to eat for free.